Welcome to another video, guys. Today we're gonna be blasting a lot of Sacred Shards because we have a decent 2x event for them, and we also have Bayek as a reward on the Champion Chase tournament, as well as 10x on Edward. So all around, those are a lot of decent events if you are trying to get yourself a good amount of Assassin's Creed champions. So I hope you find the video helpful, and if you do, a like and subscribe would be great. And don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday and Thursday, where I do free and paid account takeovers for you guys. If you want to support the channel for free, download the game from my premium download link and start raid the right way. But now, let's get into it. Okay, so here's the Champion Chase tournament, and you are going to be getting points for opening yourself champions through any means necessary. Shards, market, campaign, remnant summons, prism summons, basically anything. Fusions, everything you have saved up could be giving you a little bit of extra points, meaning it's actually not a very amazing thing to be opening your Sacred Shards right now, but given we also have ourselves 2x on the Sacred Shards, I'd say it's an okay thing to be doing, because it's kind of a double dip, maybe even triple dip now that we have 10x on Edward, but let's not pretend a 10x is actually anything to write home about. Right now, my group is not looking especially fierce, but this is only the first day of it. We still have a couple of more days left, but getting yourself Bayek definitely could be pretty amazing. We also get ourselves some mythical materials, which is kind of nice. So it's really not a bad time to be blasting a lot of Sacred Shards if you have them. If you're a free-to-play player, it's probably a bait, guys. Like, let's not pretend for a second it ain't, but if you're getting yourself a good amount of Sacred Shards on a monthly basis, if you have yourself a good amount stockpiled, it might not be the worst thing in the world to actually try your luck right now. Blast yourself like 20 Sacred Shards, see how you feel, that kind of stuff. But yeah, Bayek is a pretty interesting champion, mainly because of his passive, guys. This champion and their allies cannot receive critical hits from enemies whose accuracy is equal to or lower than their own accuracy. So this basically means if you build your team properly with a bunch of somewhat accuracy needing champions against teams that don't really care about accuracy, you're always never gonna get crit, which is proper English, I know, but yeah, kind of a cool strategy. I'm not sure he's gonna make that much a difference on my own account. He is definitely a good champion, however. Placing a provoke for 2 turns is also absolutely brutal for things like Hydra, so if you haven't had your Hydra figured out already, this guy might also help you big time. Decrease stress, decrease accuracy, and increase accuracy, perfect veil, increase defense. These are a lot of buffs and debuffs for one champion to have. This can also help you big time in things like Chimera. He also brings Leech, a little bit of turn meter boostage for himself, and he also has a little bit of action with other Assassin's Creed champions, but it's not really that big a deal. As for Edward, he is definitely one of the champions ever. He is okay, let's not pretend he's not, but he's not gonna be somebody super essential like, let's say, Newt, Wixwell, Titus, yada yada. Like, he is an okay champion, but I would not expect to be using him too much on my own account, but still would be nice actually having him, because, you know, you gotta have them all. A few words of caution: we don't know if we are gonna have ourselves some kind of guaranteed path event for somebody like even Bayek even. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get something like the Leo path event we had from the last big collab. So this might be a great way for them to run us out of our shards, but I'm fairly confident I'm gonna have myself a good amount of shards when the time comes again, so it's not a big deal for me. And like I said, if you want to be getting points for this tournament at least, you could be doing so with the fragment summons, with the remnant summons, and with the prism summons. As long as you haven't clicked this thing, you actually have yourself a few champions laying around. If you have been farming yourself prism crystals, even though it spent the crystals for me, the champion is still not materialized, so if I click this thing, it's actually gonna give me a little bit of points. 500 for a legendary, 250 for an epic, that kind of stuff could be nice. And if you're trying to actually snipe off the tournament at the end, it could be a good idea for you to actually fragment summon a few champions at the last minute, do yourself a bunch of remnant summons at the last minute, that kind of stuff. Anyway, without further ado, let's blast through, let's say, 20 Sacred Shards. I am hoping to see at least 3 legendaries with the 12% chance increase. Here's the 10x for Edward. We all know that's kind of nothing, basically. It's really not gonna tip the scales into opening this guy much, but if it does, so be it. Anyway, this time for real, let's start the blasting. Here's the first shard of the day. Let's see it. And we're starting off strong. Oh, we have ourselves a Hefrak. Hefrak is still kind of good, guys. With a big built Hefrak, you could be doing some pretty nasty things on PvP, so I could be pretty diabolical with this guy, not gonna lie. I've seen even people build him in Mercurial, which could be absolutely disgusting, so yeah, Hefrak still is definitely one of the champions ever. You could be doing some pretty proper smacks with it, especially thanks to his freaking passive. That can be kind of cool. First Hefrak on the account for me, and I'm pretty sure sure I actually have a pretty thick soul for this man, so that can be pretty good. Let me move myself on the right side so we can see how much shards we have left, and let's keep on blasting. Sad no back-to-back legendary noises. I've heard people do that, must be pretty nice. Got ourselves a Baroness, which is not very nice. Alrighty then. Lufia, nothing amazing here. Let's keep on blasting. A couple of more legendaries at least in 20 Sacred Shards and I would be a happy bunny. Let's see how that goes. Extra Zorgala, already have mine at +4 and she is actually pretty decent with this thing, especially if you have a big blessing on her. Another Lufia, 10x on Lufia no doubt. Gorlos Helma. Sadly, no epics really make a dent on my account anymore. Gone are the days when I was excited about opening an epic, but it is what it is. Suffering from success, what can I say? Ill, suffering from Elfrig. Already got my Mikage, so I don't care about that guy. Come on, where that 12x at though? Was Gar. Was good. Set the gore noises, already have him at +4, very amazing champion, but not that amazing for me anymore. There you go, what you gonna be? Hold up. Corrado! Yay! Finally got what I was giving you guys all along. When I first started off the channel, Corado was the champion I was giving you guys for free from my premium download link. Now we have upped the game quite a lot, not gonna lie. We finally have ourselves a Corado. Sadly, I'm not gonna be using Corado much on my account, but still, at least we have him. At least it's an extra legendary. Maybe it's gonna fill out our faction guardians really soon, but until then, not much else to talk about him. Sad Corado noises. Baraf. Baraf the Blood-Soaked. What else we got? Nothing. Matic Eyes of Skirion. Do I actually have this guy? Nice haircut, bro. I don't think I actually have this guy. Anyway, it's not like I need this guy, but I don't not need this guy. So now we have this guy. Moving on. Whole lot of nothing again with Oathbound. 8 more shards to go. Questionably, I don't know. Something along those lines. Malkith. Malkith, not the worst champion in the world. He has a pseudo revive. He actually has a decent revive. Was one of the first revivers I had on my account, but all around he's not top tier or anything like that. It's definitely a champion. Let's see one more legendary, por favor. Flesh Terror is not a legendary. Nope. Nope. Ashada. Good old Ugo, nothing beats an Ugo. Glad to have her on my account, but already +4, so not that very important for me, is it? Opening till we blast the legendary. Can we have one? Another Tashada, nothing like a pair of Tashadas. Kind of sounds like something else in Bulgarian, but let's not delve into that one. Let's not dig too deep in that statement. Achak, I'm gonna give him an extra one. Empowering Achak, not the worst thing in the world for Centranos especially. What? That was weird. Extra Taragi. Already have myself plenty of those. And this has been 20 Sacred Shards, actually. 20 Sacred Shards and only 2 legendaries. Not the best, guys. Not the best, was it? We have seen better days. I don't know. Not feeling too happy about these 20 Sacred Shards we blasted through. What is the tournament looking like? At least we got ourselves the mythical crap. And we're still not even on first place, but I don't know. For now, I think I'm gonna call it. We didn't open anything amazing. Maybe at least I'm gonna blast through my Remnant summons. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that at least. Getting myself a mythical skill book would not be a bad idea. I could also blast through my prism straight out right now. I could also be saving it for a snipe later, but suffering from the content creator aspect, I want to be doing things on camera, you know? 2.5 for a mythical. We already got ourselves a Tashiro out of this, which was pretty insane. What else can we get? Just a basic bitch epic again. Grizzled Jarl. Could at least be Void. Silken, not amazing. This guy, another Oathbound, not even a Void, damn it. Yeah, didn't even manage to get a single frickin' void out of these. Suck it. I could save my fragment summons at the end. That is gonna be a quick 1000 points out of nowhere. Let's just click on the summon pool so I can show you guys you are actually getting points out of these even when there's no active summon pool. There you go. We got ourselves the epic Lady Quillen, but we did indeed get ourselves 250 extra points. There you go. Easy money. So yeah, I will save my fragment summons for a last minute push. If we're in range for a last minute push, I will probably farm myself a little bit more Remnant summon action, but I'm not sure I want to be opening too much more of my shards, because still might want to save myself a few here and there. Definitely gotta get the mythical skill book at the end, but I could leave it as a last ditch resort. Right now we're on the first spot, but let's not pretend this is gonna remain this chill at the end. So yeah guys, do let me know in the comments if you're going for this summon rush, and what did you get out of your shards if you did. Hope you have at least as much luck as I did, preferably more, because honestly we didn't get anything too amazing. But yeah, like I said, I do have myself a 5-star Hefrak Soul, so that's kind of cool. I might actually utilize him, but we will wait, we will see. Thanks again for being here. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget you can check me out live on stream each Tuesday and Thursday for free account takeovers. If you want to support the channel for free, download the game from my premium download link and star rate the right way, and don't forget to check out the promo code section as well for an extra amazing legendary champion. Thanks for watching guys, I'm Chris05, and I'll see you in my next video or stream.